Welcome back to Ryan Jacobson Weather. Appreciate all you guys stopping by. Let's hop right into the forecast for today. Sorry I'm a little late today. I was just trying to figure out this camera, but now that I got up and going, let's just get right into the forecast. So, as you can see, we are seeing some heavy rain right now across portions of southern and central Texas. That's been continuing from this morning. That'll go into this afternoon and evening here. We're also seeing some scattered showers here across the central U.S. and the southern Midwest. Again, a lot of this is not going to be too heavy. Nothing too crazy there is expected. And then there is an atmospheric river you can see on the far left of your screen. That's going to bring showers and some snow showers to portions of the west. Again, it's going to be some lighter precipitation. Not much heavy precipitation is expected from that. So this is a look at the current radar right now. And as you can see, there's those heavy showers right now across portions of Texas. And then we do have those rain showers, just some scattered rain showers right now across portions of Missouri and Illinois. And then there's that atmospheric river impacting portions of Oregon, Washington, and California. That could bring some heavier snow to the higher elevations, but not much is expected. This is going to tomorrow morning here. This is Friday morning. You can see those heavy thunderstorms are still going to be impacting portions of southern Texas. And again, there could be a flooding risk today from these storms. We will be monitoring that closely as well, as we could see rainfall totals over a half a foot, which would be pretty crazy to see, especially in an area that is in such a significant drought as of now. And then this is going into tomorrow afternoon, and this is when our main storm develops here. We've been talking about this already for a couple of days now, and it's really shaping up to be a major storm. I think we're going to see severe weather from this, the potential for maybe some snow on the northern side of this low, and also the potential for maybe some freezing rain here, right where that cold air, warm air boundary meets. So we've been watching that closely, and we'll continue to throughout this event. Here we go. So this is going to Friday night into early Saturday morning here. Heavy freezing rain here for the UP of Michigan and northern Michigan, and obviously southern Ontario as well. And you got heavy snow to the north of this. And it looks like that cold air, it's going to be a very sharp cutoff on where you see that warm air to cold air boundary. And that cold air is going to be really stuck in place, but this high pressure of warm air is going to be trying to push it out. It's going to be a battle, you could say, a war on where that cold air, warm air boundary is going to set up. So right now it has shifted north, kind of every model run. It's gone further and further north. You can see that snow line right now is going to be, it looks like as of Saturday morning, it's going to be the tip of northern New York going into Vermont, New Hampshire, and then Maine. It looks like most of Maine's going to stay mostly snow for this first round. But look at this. Here's a second round of precipitation coming as a secondary low develops back here out of the Rockies. This is going to Sunday, and this is really when our severe weather risk is going to begin here. This is Sunday here. This is Sunday early morning, actually. And you can see a line of thunderstorms developing here, and these could produce the chance for some severe weather. We'll dive into more on that here in a second. You can see this low pressure continues to go a little bit further north than the previous one. Again, though, you got heavy snow here in Canada and Maine, and then a lot of freezing rain here, possibly in the northern New England region. We'll be watching that closely as well. And then you got a third low pressure developing. It's just going to be a train of low pressure systems. This is now Monday afternoon, 993 millibar low pressure system. Looks like the last one's going to be the strongest one. Another line of thunderstorms here across most of the East Coast going into the Mid-Atlantic. And again, there could be some more severe weather here on Monday for a large region, maybe spanning all the way from central New York all the way maybe down to the panhandle of Florida. We'll be watching that closely as well. And then there's a little bit of snow here on the backside of the system. And then once we get past the system, this is now Tuesday. This is April Fool's Day, April 1st. It's unknown what's going to happen. We have cold air you can see in place across the Midwest and Northeast. It all just determines what's going to happen on this track of this next storm system going into the middle of next week. And we are expecting another storm system going into the first week of April. But again, it's all very undetermined where that's all going to set up. But I do think it's going to be a very active weather pattern going into April. So as you can see, this is the excessive rainfall forecast. This is from the National Weather Service. And there is a moderate risk for excessive rainfall today across portions of southern Texas. This includes Corpus Christi and Reynosa. Again, you don't see moderate risk for excessive rainfall too often, so just be weather aware, especially if you live in these areas. San Antonio is also in a slight risk. Even Austin, Texas is right on that border of the marginal risk and the slight risk, and even Houston is in that marginal risk as well. So if you live in portions of central and southern Texas, be weather aware because that rainfall could be adding up today going into tomorrow. So this is the day 3 outlook for this from the Storm Prediction Center, and this is when we're really expecting our severe weather potential to really ramp up here. I think this is talk about Saturday here. I think it's really going to be high on Sunday. I think Sunday is our greatest threat for severe weather going into Monday. I think we could also see severe weather on Monday as well, but it looks like it's going to start off here on Saturday. And you can see we do have a slight risk for severe weather across portions of Oklahoma, going into Kansas, and then into central Missouri. And there already is a 15% hatch risk of severe weather. So just be weather aware if you're in these areas, and we'll continue to just keep tracking this every day as we get closer to the event. So this is the day 4 outlook, and as you can see, we do have a slight risk of severe weather across the large area of the country. This spans from all the way from northern Ohio all the way to southern Louisiana. So you don't see a slight risk of severe weather this much on usually day 4 outlook. So it looks like a large area of the central U.S. could be under the gun for severe weather going into Sunday. And like I said, slight risk has already been a couple of days here. I think they started on day 6 or 7 even. I think day 6. So we've been expecting this. And again, it hasn't really changed too much since yesterday. But again, we still are expecting severe weather on Sunday. And then this is the risk for Monday. And as you can see, that risk continues to the east here. We got portions of Florida, Louisiana, going all the way up into New Jersey and almost to New York City. Again, I think this risk could even increase a little bit further north. I think up here in central New York and maybe even northern Pennsylvania, we could see some damaging winds and maybe a little bit of severe weather as well. So again, I don't think Monday's as high right now for that potential for severe weather, but I definitely think it is possible going into Monday. Here's your temperatures expected over the next couple of days. This is going to this afternoon here. It's going to be pretty nice across most of the country. It's going to warm up nicely. This is going to Friday here. And you're going to see this warm air continues to push to the north, but that cool air that's in place right now across the Midwest, Northeast, it's going to be really hard for it to move out. It's going to cause a very sharp gradient in where you're going to see those cold air and warm air temperatures. You can see here, this is Saturday. This is going now into Saturday afternoon here. And look at this. This is your highs here. We have highs right now, maybe southern Wisconsin, you're looking at highs of mid-60s, northern Wisconsin, maybe not getting out of, the freezing mark. It's going to be a very sharp cutoff. Look at this. We're looking at places, maybe Detroit getting up to 75 here Saturday afternoon. Northern Michigan, maybe not getting above freezing as well. So it's going to be a very sharp cutoff on where you're going to see those warm temperatures set up compared to those cooler temperatures. You can see the low pressure is moving through here. This is now going into Monday, and that warmer air is getting pushed further and further to the east, being replaced by some cooler temperatures as that low pressure system moves through. And this is now going to Tuesday here. The low pressure system, that third low pressure system, the train of low pressure systems, moves off into Canada and off the coast. It's going to bring some cooler temperatures going into April 1st. And it looks like the weather may be playing a little bit of a trick on us, bringing us some cooler weather to start the month of April. Precipitation expected over the next couple of days. Let me play this forward for you guys real quick. There's those thunderstorms right now in portions of Texas, and the European model is still putting out totals approaching 8 inches of rain. So be, again, weather aware if you live in those areas. Could be heavy rainfall from this event today going into tomorrow. There's that first system that moves through, that first low pressure. There's that second. This is Monday going into that third system. So overall, a couple of spots across the Northeast and Midwest could see definitely above average precipitation from these multiple low pressure systems moving through. And also Northern California today going into this weekend here from the atmospheric river could see heavy precipitation as well. So be be aware if you live in portions of Northern California and Southern Oregon and Western Washington as well. Lastly, here's the snowfall outlook for today. This is from the newest European run here. Pretty nice. There's a nice, it's getting a couple of just wherever these low pressure sets up, the north of these low. So one swath, two swath, three swaths of maybe snow here. So again, these have been changing on a daily basis, but it looks like that first swath of snow may occur right now across portions of northern New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and southern Maine. Could see the European putting out totals up to almost a foot of snow, which would be pretty crazy to see for almost April here. That second swath bringing maybe some heavier snow to the UP of Michigan, and that third swath behind that last low pressure system may put even a couple of inches here into Wisconsin and central Michigan. Again, I expect this all to change as we get closer to the event. The snowfall totals are going to change as well. I just think some areas here in the Northeast and Midwest could see some heavier snow from these events. I thank you guys all for stopping by. Keep checking back for daily updates on the weather ahead. I'll keep bringing videos out every morning and just updating you on this upcoming storm. And it looks like a busy weather pattern going into the month of April. So I just hope you guys have a great rest of your day.